is the best Limp Bizkit song?
Wait a minute.
Did it all for the nookie.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute. Wait a minute.
nookie.
This is deja vu. You started this last time. You did this last time. This is last week's episode.
Oh, no.
We did talk about Limp Bizkit versus Slipknot.
And I only know that because I was editing the video, and the very first thing you said is, let me ask you a question. On the last episode, too.
Dude.
No, I think he asked if Limp Bizkit was better than someone.
2 Limp Bizkit questions in 2 episodes?
Come on. Yeah, no, I agree. We need to space this out, dude. People are going to think that we're actual, real
where's
fans.
it going? Where is it going with this?
Hold
Okay,
on.
let's let him cook a little bit with the little biscuits.
I'll give you one chance.
I'm just trying to get Fred Durst on the podcast.
Wow, and we
Freddie
fucked
D.
it up.
Also, it's called a theme.
Since when is Limp Bizkit or what?
Well,
Hold
since
on.
Post Malone
We
can't
didn't-
be our
we didn't
theme,
talk
now we
about
gotta
this.
have
Since
fucking...
I've been listening to a lot of Limp Bizkit lately. I was just driving and like everybody's been driving and all of a sudden like a Limp Bizkit song comes to your head. Like I'm just driving along, going to work today, and I'm just special. You think you're special. You do. Remember that song? And I'm like, damn, that's the best Limp Bizkit song. My Way.
Ooh,
My Way's
I don't
the
know.
best.
My way or the
Yeah,
highway.
dude. And I think it all goes back to wrestling.
So I'm shocked.
Because when The Rock versus Stone Cold was going to go down, they did like a big like package about it, you know, like a video highlight thing, and they had that song playing. So it's like, oh, no, come on. And they're both like punch each other and shit.
I'm going to say this. I think Limp Bizkit's best songs are their covers.
Oh, like Behind Blue Eyes?
Yep.
What
They're-
else?
What's the other one
Faith?
we talked about?
Faith.
Yeah, because otherwise,
Yeah, now
they're
we're-
just, I don't know. Not for
now
me.
we're going down that route of, I remember you saying that last week too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've already done this.
Guys,
We've literally
Are
already
we
done this.
stuck in a time loop?
Oh my God.
Are we Scott Bakula
In
right
my
now?
house?
You know
What
what?
do you mean stuck in a time loop in my house?
I'll just go home and make my own Limp Bizkit podcast. And
Oh, my
I'll
God.
be back to back with my Tom Cruise podcast.
I was gonna say,
I'll
how's-
put them both together.
How's cruise control going?
I'll put them both together. It'll be
Wait, no way. Is that really an idea you had? Because that's so funny.
Tom Cruise.
The Cruise Control podcast?
Yeah, it's his whole podcast about Tom Cruise. It's called Cruise Control.
I'm sure you were there while he came up with it. I think
No,
it was.
no,
awesome.
that was the 3 of us at the table with the laptop. This was way
No.
before him. Yeah, I swear.
I think you've talked about it though
The
before.
cruise control was definitely at the table. With
That's
the
when it
laptop.
started. That's when it started.
Oh, but it was here in this house. Okay.
Trust me,
Absolutely.
I remember where I'm at anytime I bring up Tom Cruise.
Okay.
But Limp
That's who we
Bizkit-
should get on the podcast.
Limp Bizkit did do the song for Mission Impossible, so
I prefer my biscuits erect, not limp.
biscuit, taste the biscuit. Have you seen that on TikTok?
No, I have not.
That old
Tony.
lady, she's like, biscuit, taste the biscuit.
All right, I think Tony's gone this episode. He just has biscuits on.
That's
the
what
brain.
happens when we record on a different day. Always. But I was gonna say is if we get Limp Bizkit for whatever reason on
Fred
Scaredycast.
Durst. Just Fred Durst.
Okay, Fred Durst for whatever
Sorry.
reason
I like
John
the- I
Otto.
like
onto
the guitars.
Scaredycast.
Yeah.
Then you're only 1 degree separation from Tom Cruise himself.
That'd make me 2. Because it'd be me, Fred Durst, Tom Cruise. So it'd be Fred Durst, Tom Cruise. But I
Oh,
bet
it doesn't like count like just the person in the middle. That's just one. No, that's just the person in the middle is 1 degree.
I bet I'm already 1 degree from Tom Cruise. Let me think about it.
Actually, probably.
Proceed with the show. Let me think about it. I'll figure it out.
Wait,
What,
you
what the
have.
fuck is the first thing we're talking about?
I want to talk about your Bigfoot stuff because I think we
Oh.
got to lead out of the gate with this because when you were explaining it a little bit, you're like, oh, I got this thing talking about. I was like, there it is. I think that's going to be the most interesting thing of this
Okay.
podcast this week.
Oh God, it's like a
And no
nothing
pressure.
story. Fuck.
No pressure.
All right.
Brian.
Well, also we should probably talk about this if we're talking about cryptids as well. We'll throw that in there.
Oh, that was going to be.
Haven't decided yet. Hold on one sec. What are we doing?
So that was going to be an extension of Creep of the Week if we needed it, but we already have a Creep of the Week.
So then we're doing this as the cryptid as well. Yeah. Let's start with some cryptid news.
You like how spooky?
How have I never looked up to see if I was 2 degrees from Tom Cruise before? I should have
How do
already
you
done
even?
this. I'm still
Okay,
looking.
so I got 3 things I'm going to talk about here. We're going to go from like meh to like to like whoa. Okay.
Oh,
So we're going to start with the
okay.
meh. You guys have known, if you've been listening to Scaredycast for probably a couple months now, you'll
Probably 10 years.
Well, I mean,
10 years of Scaredycast listeners.
Before we even started, they were already listening. We talked about the Nashville toe sucker and have brought him up multiple times. Well, there's a
What's a
fucking
fan favorite?
demon out there, apparently. from Isfahan, which is in central Iran. Ooh. This is a demon from the early 20th century, so
that's not that too far away.
It's really not that long ago.
Wow.
But
just yesterday.
Apparently it stays at the foot of your bed and licks your toes. And it looks like a little devil guy. He's kind of creepy, like a little man puma.
What if the Nashville toe sucker is this demon, but just he's like, you know what? I can't stay in my natural form anymore.
Maybe he was possessed. He was possessed. I don't have the name of it's just a demon. And it fucking licks your toes. And apparently it's in Iran though. So I don't know how it got all the way over here to Nashville. I mean, whatever.
Honestly, I think if you're going to have a demon that's going to be like at the foot of your bed, you could have a worse demon. I don't really mind my toes getting sucked.
If you guys have ever had, like sleep paralysis and there's like the looming thing in the doorway, like, I don't know, which would be worse? Having something just like sitting on your chest trying to like suffocate you, or this little thing down there just going eating your piggies. Like,
I think something trying to suffocate you is worse than
right?
something
So like
licking
maybe
your toes.
this isn't so bad.
Maybe it's not. Maybe the translation between what it was. Maybe it's not actually a demon. Maybe it's like, like a little folklore type thing where it's like a positive thing.
Have you ever had your toes sucked before?
Me, no, not personally.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I mean,
I don't hate it. I
tickles.
just have to make sure I'm prepared. It's like other stuff, like when it's in that time, like you gotta be prepared.
Yeah,
I don't want my feet to be like nasty.
We're not true, and we're also. I know we don't have sexy cast anymore, but I want to just. There's some people that eat ass and would rather eat ass than lick toes because they hate feet so much,
which is crazy to me.
Right, and that's funny to me that Jacob's actually one of those people who's like not even gonna look at the butt, like stay away from it absolutely, and it's like. But then he's like, yeah, I'll suck some toes or have my toes sucked. But then it's like other people are like, nope, I will eat out of someone's asshole before I get anywhere near their feet. And I'm like, that's so wild.
It's definitely a playful thing more than it is like a sexy thing. It's more so like, like being silly. Like
I feel like
I don't know. It's kind of sensual.
I think it's
getting your toes sucked.
Like, okay, if you're sitting cross-legged and like a little tickle, like that's playful.
Yeah, okay.
But if the mouth is going on the toes, we're doing some shit. We're already at that point. I feel.
Yeah, it's gonna.
You don't
escalate.
just casually. Yeah. All right. See, now we're getting too far into this Iranian.
See, and
toe
that
tickling
was
demon.
the story that Brian was saying. Like, oh, I'm gonna start here.
Yeah, because it's just like a meh. It's whatever. It's fine. It's a little throwback, kind of, to our Nashville toe sucker.
I wonder if there's more to the story of the demon toe sucker that like maybe it escalates where it's like, okay, well, guess what? If you don't do what I'm telling you to do, then it's not just going to be a little lick the next time. It's going to be a chomp.
Typically, demons, they like to fuck with people, right?
Yeah,
or they'll either get you, they'll either trick you, or like a genie where you ask for something and then they take it too literally and then fuck you somehow. Like, what? There's got to be more than just this demon that's like, yeah, I'll lick your toes. Like, I'll do it. It's like, nah, there's got to be something.
Unless he's just kinky.
Maybe it starts with the toes, but then he takes a little chomp. And off goes the toesy woesies.
And then next time it's not just the toes, it's the foot.
Damn.
I think the toe thing would be all right because I think I could fight a demon.
Whoa, really?
I think I could.
This guy won't even go outside of...
This is exactly... Oh, that's what we said we were going to put on TikTok last week was that you saying that you wouldn't be afraid of that little thing in the fucking street. And now this is going to be a similar thing where Tony's going to fight a demon.
We were in an empty museum and you were like, fuck this.
But yeah.
But you'll fight a demon?
If I can
physically
Constantine see
Constantine.
you and we're here, I'm not going to be that scared of you. If I wake up something on my toe and I look down there, I'm going to be startled and scared. But if it's still there, like, oh, what? Sorry, I just stuck your toe. I'm going to kick it in the face. It's time to, I'm going to throw hands.
You're telling me
No.
you would be less scared of Bigfoot rattling your RV, trying to pull you
Look at
out.
this thing.
Time
You're
out.
going to kick that thing and fight it?
That's a little thing at the end of the bed.
It's not little. This is like...
That's a man-sized puma man.
This is huge.
He's got spots like a leopard.
He's got like...
Big difference between little
got
demon licking my
horns.
toes and Bigfoot coming
Look
at
at
me.
his
Like,
tail. His tail is like a whole nother creature.
Listen, when you get fat
the
and
tail.
you can't run from
He's
shit,
got like a snake mouth tail.
you learn you got to just fight.
Oh, man.
Tony makes me
Anyways.
want to like The Office stare into the camera sometimes with like his like different ways of just like you just want to like the John
just
Krasinski
blank face.
Yeah,
Just this is
What?
dumb.
Because the way that you rationalize your fear is so fucking chaotic, and I'll never understand.
No, what'd you say about the camera?
Like, I want to John Krasinski it.
Then do it. You're the damn producer. Get him. Go down. Yeah, all right, ready? Go back. We're gonna do it. Here we go.
All right, there's Brian.
Yeah, I have wait. Go to me.
Yeah,
you on me?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem fighting a demon. I'd kick it right in the face. I mean, it's just a stupid little demon at the end of my bed. I'm gonna kick it in the face. Did we get it?
There we go.
No, you know what else we need to do? We need to look up head shake, eye roll that we started to.
Damn, where's
Can we get one of those from Kelsey,
This
please?
episode is all callbacks from the previous episode.
This is a recap with a little bit of newness
Roll
to
back
it.
the greatest hits.
Scaredycast is out of ideas.
Hey, hey,
What?
3 degrees.
3 degrees.
Wow.
3 degrees to Tom Cruise.
That's actually pretty close.
I was in What Planet Are You From with John Goodman, who's in The Righteous Gemstones with Danny McBride, who was in Tropic Thunder with Tom Cruise.
Cool.
Danny Goodman.
I
Dan
don't
Goodman might
understand
he might also just know Tom Cruise, actually. He might actually just know Tom Cruise. We've moved on, Tony. We've moved on. We're knee deep in you fighting a fucking. This is his way of us stopping saying you're not gonna fucking fight a demon.
Oh yeah, I'm calling bullshit.
I'll fuck that demon up.
Bro,
You hear me? You hear me, demons?
Oh,
Let me tell you something, demons. If I'm laying there sleeping at night, you better pray to the demons above and below that you don't wake me up when you're sucking on my toes, brother, because I'll look right down at the end of the bed, ask you what the hell you think you're doing, and you're going to be kissing the back of my heel when it goes against your stupid demon lips. So stay clear. Be safe.
All right, everyone look in their own respective cameras. Start with Brian. Start with Kelsey.
I gotta say, Tony. Okay, so someone linked to all these different Persian demons.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to review them and have another segment in another episode because I want to go one by one. These things look scary as fuck.
There's she
no
found a whole
way.
bestiary full of these things.
There's all of these
shit.
and they are crazy.
Tony,
you're not fighting these.
If
One
you
has
went to the
8
bathroom,
heads.
if you went to the bathroom
All right,
now,
let me picture my brain. I'm walking into the bathroom.
this one right here.
Oh,
You
God.
go to
Wait,
this
hold on.
bathroom. Oh.
Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
Okay.
Just a little
Ooh,
tinkle.
yeah, all right.
Okay.
Okay.
And you come back out,
Oh, I'm coming back out of the bathroom. Okay.
and all of us are gone.
Okay. Shit.
all 3 of us.
Oh, wow.
Are you creeped out?
Not creeped out. I'm just like, where the fuck do you guys go?
Okay. But now the power's out and all the lights are off in the house. It's a very dark house.
Okay.
And we're gone still.
Okay.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm going to go outside.
You're not scared? You're not worried at all?
No, I'm going to wonder what the fuck's going on. I'm going to go outside and see if everybody's power's out.
Even
and see if
Oliver's-
maybe that's where you guys went.
right.
Oliver's gone too, not just us.
All right.
So then you start hearing weird noises. Something not human.
I'm definitely going outside.
Okay. Could
Yeah.
be scraping, could be gurgling, could be this nasty growl, could be something spooky, right?
Yeah.
Are you freaked out?
No.
Not at all.
I'm going outside.
Shit. Okay, and then you hear it outside. It doesn't matter where you go. You're gonna hear it everywhere.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I wouldn't be creeped out. I would just be like, what the fuck is that noise? But
Where is everybody? Why is the power out? You wouldn't be freaking out.
no,
What
I
if
just-
you came out and not just we weren't in here, but it's an empty house.
all
Whoa.
the furniture's gone?
Everything is
Okay, now
gone.
that's some reality venting
Everything
shit.
is gone.
That's fucking
I'd
crazy.
still just go outside and be like, what the fuck's going on?
I find it so hard to believe.
Outside is my comfort zone. Because I
This
feel like
is
if I'm outside.
making me mad right now. I'm actually sweating. I do not believe you.
You're making her sweaty, dude. Don't do that.
This is
she hates
making
that.
you
It's
sweat.
making me so mad that you're saying this because it's just not true.
It's like the old saying where if I can't see the face of the monster, then it's
Yeah.
you're not afraid of it.
I can't wait until
Yeah.
Sanctum of Horror, by the way, when you are scared shitless, and we're all going to yell, go outside, Tony! Go outside! It's just a teenager with a chainsaw! Go outside, Tony! You'll be
Tony
okay!
literally still brings up that Brian and I were ahead of him at Sanctum of
And
Horror
left him.
and left him to die. In
I
the
didn't
back
see
of the
you punch
chainsaw
those
room.
teenagers.
I'm not allowed to. Oh, if I could punch them teenagers, I could be scared as shit.
He's giving them the people's elbow.
We're gonna get a
They're
text
like,
from
"Dude,
Sanctum
stop,
you are not
please."
allowed to come
God
this
damn,
year
the
if you're gonna
teenager-
punch.
Vroom, vroom, with a chainsaw and all they hear is, you smell! And I'm gonna fucking.
All All right, so
Lay the smack down on some jabroni
give them
teenagers.
the Stone
All
Cold
right,
Stunner
so-
on a fucking 15-year-old.
I'm gonna take that chainsaw right out of their hands, turn it sideways, shine it up real nice, and shove it up their candy ass.
Dude, you're such a fuck. You were a wrestler in the former life. I swear to God.
The Rock
Okay,
came back
let me
last
get to the
week, so I'm a
second
little
thing.
fired up on The Rock.
Let me get to the second thing in the cryptid stuff.
Which, okay, now that we know, next time that we do cryptid hunting, that Tony's the guy to bring in because he's just going to fight him.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'll give a shit. I'll
He's
walk
gonna
right
punch
up
him.
to that cryptid and just be like, "Hey, cryptid."
Oh my God.
And he's going to chomp, and then he's going
Here's the thing.
Chop my hand right off. Oh.
Then chomp your whole body off. What are you talking
We
about?
all know, all of us here, and probably most, if not all of you listening, all know that Tony's all talk. He can say everything he wants when he's in this nice couch looking into the camera. But when we're out there in the sticks, oh wait, you weren't with us at the Mogollon Monster.
It was scary.
Ooh.
You would have been scared.
I said very specifically, I needed an RV. There was no RV provided, so
Ain't going.
I stayed home.
Also, before I forget, I have something to talk about movies. Do you guys have movie thing? Because we might
I
have
do
to
have
do
a movie thing. You
Okay.
want to move on to movies?
No, not yet. I have two more on the cryptids. Damn it.
Oh my God, we got a lot of cryptids.
Okay,
I'll beat
real
all their
quick,
asses.
Real quick, I found out. What do you say about glasses? Beat off your What'd you say? Beat up glasses?
Oh, Kelsey, no. Kelsey, no.
Uh-oh. She good? Did it go up your nose? Oh, that's what she said.
Oh, well, you wish.
Yeah.
That's what the toe sucker said.
Oh,
Hey.
real quick. Let's bring this up on the show. Sorry. While I'm thinking about it. Speaking of Kelsey having some problems
Snorting
over here.
coke.
Last week we had an incident
What?
where Kelsey, instead of talking into the microphone,
Oh, no.
Oh,
that's
yeah, that
true,
was
actually.
funny.
That's true.
immediately turned to Jacob. I said, "Jacob, you got that." And you're like, "Oh, yeah."
The ego.
Jacob didn't get shit.
No!
I
Jacob
got
just
the footage.
lies to
I got the
us.
footage of Jacob the next day. Immediately, I was like, "Let me get that shot glass clip." Oh, we didn't get no shot glass clip.
But
Jacob just lies to you in the moment to make you feel happy.
I have to make you happy until I get paid, and then I run away.
So was it on you?
And
It was
Tony,
on
I want
you,
to be
huh?
real with you. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I knew I didn't get that shot. Oh, but I didn't want you to yell at me.
I wouldn't have yelled at you.
Because how are you supposed to know that was going to
Yeah,
happen?
it was worse to cover up. What do your parents always say?
Yeah.
Just tell
It's
me the
worse to
truth. But
lie.
now you covered up the lie with a lie, and now I'm extra mad at you.
And now I can't
Now you don't
trust
get
you.
to eat
Now I
for
can't
2
trust you.
weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
I wouldn't be surprised if I get this shit tomorrow.
Fuck you,
And
Tony.
The whole episode, the camera's just
All
on
on
you.
Jacob.
Just all on you.
This is me looking
Jacob's
in the
over
camera.
there like,
I know.
Okay,
gains.
I'm gonna bring it all back.
All right. Cruising around.
You thought we were just talking about cryptids.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to talk about Jason Voorhees. But wait, that's not a cryptid.
He's not a cryptid.
Is
But
it?
what if
What if?
he fought a cryptid?
Which
What
cryptid are we talking
cryptid?
about?
There is a fan movie that a fan film that I was doing my research today, and I found it. I was like, get the fuck out. There is a fan film called Voorhees, Night of the Beast.
What?
Motherfucking Jason fights Bigfoot.
I need to
How
see
have,
this.
yeah, I was gonna say, how have you guys never
Wild.
heard of this and not seen it 100 times?
I watched the trailer. I watched the whole teaser thing, and I was like, it was made on a budget of $15,000. So do with that
Jesus
what you will.
Christ.
But
What the fuck?
what?
I mean, whatever, but like, imagine if I came to you guys, I was like, guys, I got $15,000 for us to make whatever we want. And you guys would be like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, let's get a studio. Let's fucking get some equipment for Scaredycast. And I'm just like, let's make a movie where Jason fights Bigfoot. You'd be like,
I'm like, I'm out. Bye.
I'd pick the
Peace.
movie for sure.
100%.
No, but anyway, so I wanted to say that there is a fan film out there called Voorhees, Night of the Beast. Look it up if you guys want. I don't know how to find it because it's a...
Which Jason is
It's
it
not on
supposed to
YouTube?
be?
Oh, that's a good question. What?
It's not on YouTube?
Not the trailer was that I saw it through a different website. It was like a horror movie website.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so
All right.
I don't know, but we'll have to look it up. I do have
check
the
it down.
title. Anyways,
Is it set at Camp Crystal Lake?
it's actually one of the it's like after Camp Crystal Lake. One of the guys is a character from one of the Friday
Tommy
the 13th
Jarvis, I'm
movies.
guessing?
No, not Tommy. It's like Mark.
Oh.
Mark something? I think anyways, it's one of the actual people like older, grown up, and now it's like this whole thing. And
Oh, so it's kind of like a continuation.
it's kind of
in
cool,
a way.
yeah. And I
of
was like,
the
of course,
universe.
like I said, it's not like a big budget. Like, don't expect some crazy.
It's not
AAA.
like those Never Hike Alone ones. Have you seen those?
No, what's this?
So like, I think it's the same company that was involved with the Dylan's New Nightmare movie.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's Never Hike Alone. But they have like the actual like actors in it, and like it's like a continuation because like
that's cool.
You know, the lawsuit and shit. They're not making Friday the 13th anymore. So like, I think it's Womp Stomp. Like they're making these like Never Hike Alone. There's like Never Hike Alone, and then there's like Never Hike Alone in the Snow or something, which was cool because it like put Jason in wintertime, which we've never
that
seen.
is cool, yeah.
And I think they're doing like a sequel right now, but they're like really well made. Like, if they ever officially start making Friday the 13th movies again, they need to get these people to do it.
I can almost guarantee you it's nothing like that. Like it doesn't. It's not going to look as good as even like Behind the Mask, Nathan Basil. Like there's no way.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
If I go in a movie called Voorhees and the Beast where he fights Bigfoot, I want Birdemic level quality.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, then
I
this
agree.
is the movie for you.
Does it say why they're fighting each other?
In the
What's the
premise,
beef?
no,
It's
I
just
don't
Bigfoot
think so.
and Jason.
But there's a
They're
reason
like,
why
oh,
they.
there's only woods big enough.
There's
for
a
one of
reason
us.
why they fight. I just don't know. I didn't see the movie yet, but either way.
Oh, I thought you watched it. I thought you watched it.
No.
Okay,
I just
okay,
saw the
okay.
trailer and I was like, holy shit. I don't know whether to call this a movie or a cryptid news because I just found out about it, but it's kind of both. Either way. So check it out. The third thing that I wanted to say was, and this is a little bit cryptid, a little bit conspiracy possibly. Now, it might be, looking a little too deep into it. Well, who knows? Anything's
look real
possible.
deep.
This happened in July of this year, right? The first week of July this year, there's a prominent Bigfoot hunter named Claudia Ackley who claimed to have filmed the cryptid, and she died at the age of 51.
Is there footage of it? Of her film?
Of her dying?
Of her dying,
of her filming the cryptid.
There is footage that she apparently captured, yes, and I have seen it. She sued the California, because this happened in California, but I think she lived in Tennessee. That's where she passed. But in California, she sued the Department of Fish and Wildlife to prove existence of Bigfoot because they discredited her and was like, no, you saw a bear. And she's like, no, this is bullshit. Like, I putting in a report, doing all this shit. She sued them for like defamation of her case because they were like, no, ma'am, you didn't. She's like, I'm not reporting seeing a fucking bear. She's like, I have video of this. And they apparently tried to hush, and she sued them to bring,
You can sue somebody over that?
you can sue the fucking Department of,
like, I could be like, I saw
For,
Bigfoot.
like,
and they're like, no, you didn't.
information.
I'm like, I'm suing you.
well, yeah, I mean, that's literally like, that. I mean,
I think because it's like a government agency, it has something to do with like public information or
what's
something.
it called?
Defamation?
Yeah, and like there's another word, like slander, basically. Like she's
Oh, they
trying.
like publicly came out like against
they like
her.
shot her down.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, you can't come out and tell everybody that this is this certain thing." Like, basically, she's saying, "Hello, world. I have this footage. This is what happened." And now the Game and Fish Department or whatever of California was like, everyone, no, she saw a bear," and she's like, "Fuck you. You can't tell me that's like slandering me, saying that like
Why
what I'm
would they
saying is
even
wrong."
like the fact that they even addressed it like makes it worse? Like, you know what I mean? Like if they would have
Yeah.
just ignored
They
her,
could've
this
just been
would not be a thing.
They could have been like, oh, shit, yeah, it might be right.
Or
they
just,
could've-
or just
or just
don't
let it
even
happen.
just don't say anything.
think
like,
about how many,
they
like-
made it so much worse by even saying anything.
Think about exactly, and that also kind of adds to the almost credibility of the conspiracy. Is why did they come out and
like
try
they
and
had to say
stomp it down
something.
so bad?
It's like a sass Karen.
Yeah, right. There you go. That's
Like
that's,
that?
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So it's like, why, right?
Yeah.
Then she's only 51, but she's found dead in Tennessee. They're saying it was a heart attack.
Just like a couple
She
months
died
later.
in her house in Tennessee, and it's like, well, okay, kind of.
They Marilyn Monroe'd her for sure.
What?
Apparently, after this, she like.
What happened to Marilyn Monroe?
Oh, that's a whole
whole
episode
nother.
in and of itself. We should cover that. That's a good one actually.
R.I.P.
But anyway, so yeah,
Do you have this footage, or is it not? You can't find anywhere. You just saw it at the
no,
time.
we can look it up. I don't have it on me right now.
What
but
was your
we can.
opinion of it, like when you saw it?
I mean, of course,
it's
I'm a
far and
skeptic.
fuzzy. And,
no, it's really close. It's too good. That's why I don't believe it. It's too good.
But then also though, if it's close enough and you're like okay, well it's not a bear. It's probably
definitely
fake,
not
like,
a fucking bear.
Yeah, so it's like
so blatantly stupid obvious it's not a bear. It's ridiculous. And it's like the fact that they would come out and be like, anytime that she's posting stuff, they're
they're commenting on it.
I guess. Why else would she sue them if they weren't trying to shut her up or be like, no, it's a bear. Your official report is it's a bear. And she's like, no, it's not. I'm not reporting a bear sighting. And this is a common theme in Bigfoot sightings is like, sometimes it's the men in black. Sometimes it's a fucking forest park ranger. Sometimes it's the cops. Sometimes it's unmarked fucking vehicles that follow you home and say, hey, what you saw today, that was a bear. And if you don't say anything or if you tell anyone that it wasn't anything else besides a bear, there'll be consequences. Like people get threatened. People get followed out of the woods.
You know how
Allegedly.
You know what I would do?
Allegedly.
punch it in the face.
Punch
The
it.
fucking.
I don't fucking
And you
care.
would drag its
Fuck.
body out and be like, this is no bear.
It is too a bear.
Anyways, I thought it was kind of weird, and I was like, huh.
That is
She was like, and like, here's the
Doesn't
thing too,
smell
like,
right.
she was overweight, but she wasn't like morbidly obese. So, you know, and who knows what her family history
like
with health
COVID
is
and
and
stuff has,
COVID.
like, been
But that
weird.
was like, yeah, and I'm like 51 and just died at her bed, a heart attack, just
And I
dead.
feel like a heart attack is a very easy go-to for like coroners when they're like,
True.
like
People
we'll say it's a heart
also,
attack.
people also were saying that she was like ever since this sighting happened,
Was she like was she like scared?
they called her like a soldier because she was so adamant. Like she changed her whole life that she was like, this is my life now. It's proving this thing's existence. And like they were like all the reports and like her husband and friends and people that knew her were like, she was always, after this happened, it changed her life. She shifted to this like she was the front, like she's a martyr for Bigfoot.
Was
Like,
she already into like searching for
don't
Bigfoot
think so.
before
I
this?
don't
She
think
just
so.
was walking and found it and saw it?
yes, she filmed it.
Damn. And
Anyways,
the fact that like the footage is close.
yeah, do your own research, but I still think it's just like, you know, I'm not trying to stir up anything crazy, but kind of find it a little weird, and I just wanted to bring that up.
Shit, see on the Bigfoot death
Now.
conspiracy theory.
That's all I have for cryptids right now. But I think we should move to some movies.
Let's do it.
Moved.
Hope so.
That's a very loud buzz.
I think my neighbor has their garbage disposal on.
Oh, jeez, were they chopping up a body?
Or they're doing something over there.
Damn, that's a massive vibrator.
Oh, this kind of reminds me. You know what I found out? So I got a new job. I'm working in my office. We're sitting there. This other lady, she started the same day as me, so we're both new. We're sitting there yesterday, just working, doing everything, bloop, 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 and we hear water being poured. But then we hear like, shh, shh. And we're like,
That doesn't sound right.
the bathroom's right above us. So every time somebody takes a piss in the office above us, we get to listen to it.
Oh, that was someone peeing that
Somebody
noise.
Peeing.
Not even just like a
It was
flush or like
pee.
Different business or
it
your
was
business?
someone was
Different
like,
business.
like
Oh,
someone was like
fuck.
forcing it out, like it wasn't coming all in one stream.
No, it does come out one stream, but at the end, you know, you got like a little
tinkle,
I
tinkle?
mean, I don't know about other boys around here, but like, you know, you got a little like, you gotta,
You
like
get all of it
Might
out.
want to check your prostate, bud. If you could starting and stopping like that,
adjust
that's
everything.
yeah, that's. Might want to get that checked out, bud.
I got all kinds of
Irregardless,
things wrong with my
I
body.
watched a movie, and then I want to hear yours after this.
I have been waiting
yeah,
to
I
talk
know,
about mine.
I know. So I'm gonna say there's a movie on Shudder,
Okay.
and it's called Mad God.
I've seen it. It's like a claymation.
Stop
almost?
motion, not
Yeah.
claymation. Stop motion. This movie, and I'm glad you saw it because otherwise it's just me.
I didn't see it.
Oh fuck.
I have just seen like the thumbnail for it,
Okay,
and I've heard
this
about
movie started production in 1987 and finished in 2022.
I'm sorry,
Jesus.
I am not working on anything that long.
it. That's
it's
like Grizzly 2.
Nothing.
That's insane, right?
Yeah.
But
That,
like
wait, 1987?
87, almost 40 years.
Yeah. That was Grizzly 2, the same thing. Like they started filming it back in the early 80s and finished it like 40 years later.
No,
This
I'm sorry.
movie is like Guillermo del Toro like praised it. It's been really, really highly acclaimed. It is a fucking horror, not even horror, but kind of. It's a fever dream, man. It's gross. It's weird.
It's a great movie.
It's strangely. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
But it's
okay.
stop motion?
Yeah.
Or claymation?
No, not claymation. It's stop motion. It's like whoever did this, handcrafted this entire world, and the amount of detail in like everything is staggering.
I'm sorry. After 40 years, like, what is that called when someone needs to make sure that like everything on the set is like the same, like, you know, like the consistency or whatever, like make sure like the mole is placed in the same spot, like the tattoo is in the same, like to stay consistent for 40 years in like a format that you have to be so ridiculously consistent or it's going to throw everything off.
Right.
Like that's
And what's insane is not
crazy.
only the dedication that they had to make this movie, because building piece by piece, hand building the sets, the weird characters. Here's the thing: there's like no dialogue in the entire movie.
there's no dialogue.
It's fucking insane.
Well, so what's happening?
You
What?
have to like kind of create your own story. It just you're following this thing, this like person. It looks like a person in like almost like a gas mask kind of suit, and you're just. It's an experience more than
What
it is
is
a
it
movie.
called?
Mad God.
Mad God.
And it's trippy because there's some weird like I don't know. It's very like what do you call those kind of movies where they're like more of like an experience, you know? It's more like
Art film.
like immersive.
kind of. Yeah, it's like and it's gross and creepy. Don't show your kids this movie. But it is like wow. When you really think the amount of work put into this. Like, Jacob, you've seen it, so I really want to get like what you thought about this movie. Because I was just like, what the fuck is happening? And then by the end of the movie, I was just like, it was like I just saw 40 years of an art project. It was like, holy fuck, this is nuts. And the fact that they could be that creative and original to come up with all of the weird things and creatures in the setting. I mean, just like, holy hell.
Yeah, no, I mean it's like an art piece. That's like all it is. It's about like a dystopian future. Yeah, like Brian said, you follow like this guy in like a mask. He's like an unnamed guy. There's no dialogue, and he's kind of just like traversing the hellscape that you could depict as like Earth, you know, after like post-war Earth, and yeah, I mean, and it is. There's a lot of gross parts. Gross is in just like kind of like how when you saw. Like the pus from like the first Evil Dead movie as a kid, gross. You know what I mean? Like it's just like ew. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I don't think it's meant to necessarily be like overbearingly revolting, but it makes you kind of think of just like. And I think one thing I liked about the claymation was that like with claymation you can kind of make what you can't recreate with even practical effects.
I don't think it was clay. That's why when you keep saying claymation,
Or like stop
I'm
motion, like
yeah, because
whatever,
like they're built out of other things. Like they're made. I don't know how to explain it.
Puppets.
Yeah,
kind of like puppets.
Kinda.
I just associate like that.
Yeah.
As claymation.
But I will say this: like,
It's a thinker for sure. So you should definitely check it out.
have you guys seen that creepy like Mark Twain cartoon from it was like the 90s or something, and it was like Mark Twain's I don't know some
Mark
adventure
Twain?
bullshit. The author, sorry.
Oh, it's
And
based
there's,
off
like-
of a book of his?
And there's like these kids that are basically being like shown around by, and this was claymation. This is like back in like the 70s or 80s or something. And it's like this claymation Satan that's like showing that, you know what I'm talking about?
Claymation
That's,
Satan.
it gave me a lot of those vibes of like, you're just like, oh, like what's going to happen? Like this is, you're almost just uncomfortable because it tells you nothing. It's an experience, man. I'm going to say, watch it on Shudder. It's nuts.
That's a good way to look at it. Like it tells you nothing. You know what else does that? Skinamarink
Oh, don't.
also tells you nothing.
Yeah, but in a
So-
bad way.
Okay, I would
Just fucking like the movie,
Oh,
Brian.
dude,
it's a
I
good
can't-
movie.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyways.
there's this thing where humans, it is like because that is how like we evolved and we survived and all this stuff. We have to have story. Like so
True.
you can that's why you can see like two balls being chased around by a triangle or like, you know, two circles being chased around by a triangle. Or well, I'm saying chase, but you know, two balls and a triangle moving in like, you know, it's just an animation, it's moving. And then you'll ask people like, hey, what's going on in this thing? And someone will be like, oh, like the triangle's a bully trying to do all blah, blah, blah. Like it's like our meaning and our purpose and the
Your
way that we
interpretation
survive
of
is
it,
the
like-
way that we interpret, and we have to have story associated with like random things. So that is actually kind of really interesting because It would be interesting, like for Tony and I to watch that and then kind of compare like what we got out of it, since there is
I'll
no
watch it.
dialogue.
It's very much like you have to interpret it yourself and just be like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's something else. But anyways, check it out on Shudder. It's like almost 40 years in the making film. It's crazy. Really fucking weird. Go into it with an open mind and just just experience it. And then when you're done, you might hate it and be like, this was pointless and stupid, or you'd be like, that was a work of art. That's all I can say.
If I worked on something for 40 years and everyone hated it, I would jump off of a bridge.
That's going to be my life in about 9 years. So once I hit 40.
You're like, I've worked on myself for 40 years and I fucking
like, yeah,
suck.
you know
no
what,
one
dude?
likes me.
Not impressed. And I'll be like, okay, critics have spoken.
I got to go.
Time to jump off that suicide bridge in, what was it, Japan?
Korea, I think.
Korea?
We're not going to talk about that, Brian.
Oh, you're right.
You're the one that said that we can't talk about it and you just brought it up. What was the movie that you watched, Tony, that you're very excited? I can't wait.
I watched Talk to Me.
Okay. Wait,
Everybody been hyped up about this movie, so I got hyped up because like it just seemed
People were
like
saying it was
another.
like-
It just seemed like another one of those movies, you know, like another one of those horror.
Another
movies.
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, it just seemed
another.
like
Yeah.
it's just another typical horror movie. But everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is great!" Like,
this is a Jordan Peele movie, right?
no,
Oh, it's not.
no,
I thought it was. Okay.
these were made by some YouTubers in Australia, I think.
No shit.
Oh, I think maybe I'm getting this mixed up.
So you know, Halloween's coming up, October's coming up. We're getting in the spooky mood, so I'm like, hell yeah, talk to me. Let's do this. So me and my kid, we sat down, watched it, dude. It's great,
Oh, okay. Man, I was expecting you to shit on it.
dude. Starts off like, all right, what's going on? Crazy opening, and then it starts getting weirder. Then like the talk to me with the hand stuff starts happening, and then this movie's just going off the rails,
Okay.
and then it ends.
It's not a good ending.
And I am like, fuck this movie.
Whoa.
Oh,
Really?
Because
no.
it was so fudging good. But then it was like,
Like, oh, that's it?
don't know how to end this one.
I hate that. And then they just
They
put
drop the
what, and
ball.
they just do whatever.
It
And
just
they're
ends.
just
Like, and you don't need, there's no like,
Resolution or.
I mean, there was kind of, but nothing it makes any sense. Like, the whole movie, everything's happening is making sense. Everything's awesome. The scares are cool. The like, everything's cool.
Yeah.
And then like the last like 10 minutes, just like, what's happening now? Why are we doing this? Like, why?
And then credits.
And then literally like we're sitting there
you're like, okay, where's this going to lead
and
to?
then credits. We're like, fuck credits. Like, what just the fuck just happened now? Like,
And not in a like, that was so crazy, I can't even process what just happened. It's like, wait, what? Like it, like
Yeah.
0, like 100 to 0. Just
yeah,
hit a
it
wall.
wasn't even like one of those like, oh my God, what happened? Wait, did this happen? It was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? It literally like, it just happened. Like,
Damn.
that's my explanation of the ending of this movie is like,
And is it not even like something that could segue into a sequel or
I mean,
something like that?
maybe,
But like, it would be weird.
but yeah, like it just happened.
So, because if you had to rate the movie as a whole, not just like the beginning or the middle, like
Right.
as a whole, if it had a really good ending, what would you rate it?
I would say it was on 8 to 9 level.
It was really fucking good.
It was really fucking
but
good.
now you walked away from that movie with a
6.
solid 6.
Oh, dang.
Just above average, man. That's not
6.
great. That is not great.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Damn.
Road Dog, he was our man on the street this week. Went to was it The Nun 2?
Yeah.
It's exactly what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I heard it was terrible.
It's just a bunch of jump scares.
Yeah.
That right there, that's the movie that I'm thinking of. It's the summer.
Yeah.
Where it's nothing but cheap jump scares. He's like, yep, that's exactly what it is. So, see it if you want to get jump scared. Otherwise, there's no substance. But, go see it if you just want to see a horror movie in theaters, I guess.
I will say that there is Screambox just put 4 movies up that were all shot on VHS.
Ooh.
And I'm going to dive into all of them.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear
There's
next
one
week.
of them called, it's not a horror, I don't think it's a horror movie, but it's the title of it got me. It's called Justice ninja style.
Oh, it's not horror.
No,
Oh, okay.
but I'm watching that. It's on
Justice
Screenbox. It's called
Ninja
Justice
Style.
Ninja Style, shot on VHS.
What's that Surf Nazis movie?
Surf Nazis Must Die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds like that's an old VHS one too, huh?
yeah. I don't think it was a
see
VHS though.
I could
That
swear.
was an actual movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought about that. Oh, probably because there's
mean-
a Surf Ninja movie too.
Yeah,
Keanu
Surf
Reeves
Ninjas.
is in one. Yeah. All right. Sorry.
Keanu Reeves is not in the Surf Ninja movie.
No, but he's in the other one.
He's in Surfing.
The one where it's like the bank robbers.
Point Break.
Point Break. There it is. All right.
Point Break is much, much different than
don't know how the fuck-
surfing.
I went from Surf
Surfing
Nazis.
Nazis Must
Oh,
Die.
because there was Surf Ninjas.
We went from like the lowest quality movie to like the highest
Then it
quality you
was
could
Surf
possibly get.
Nazis, and then it was Point Break. But they all have to do with surfing. And my brain. You guys saw the
when
stops
you
it
said
made.
when you said Keanu Reeves was in it, I was like, no.
You know what
I
a
was like, I've
fun-
never seen these, but no, I don't know what you're saying, but no, he's not.
A fun double feature to do is watch Point Break and Fast and the Furious back to back.
What? Why? What?
It is identically the same movie,
Oh,
just different sports.
with cars instead of
The
boards.
same characters. It is the same plot twists, same storyline. It is like beat for beat the exact same movie.
It blows me away that Fast and the Furious is literally like
Still going.
such a huge IP because it's cheesy. Everyone knows it's dumb. The acting's not great. There's a lot of dumb shit that happens in these movies, and they've only gotten progressively worse. They're like the Nickelback of movies. People know them. Hold on. People know them as being terrible, but then when you really look at it, it's like it's just a movie.
No,
Nickelback's
Fast
just a
and
bit-
Furious is fucking terrible.
Whoa.
Nickelback, great. I'll
Fast
say
and
it.
Furious is fucking awesome. And they keep getting better. And I will say, Fast X that just came out, mainly it was Jason Momoa carrying that motherfucker.
Well, I mean, he carries everything.
Because goddamn, he was on it on that movie. It was incredible. Yeah. Fast and Furious. This is why Fast and Furious is doing so well. Because the world we live in right now, it sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody's having a good time right now.
Right.
So you don't want anything
Except for the
realistic.
1%.
And Fast and Furious is the epitome of the turn your brain off and just watch some shit.
See, but I can't do that. I hate that shit. Like,
I
if I'm gonna
love
watch
it.
a movie, I need it to make sense. I'm gonna have questions, even if it does make sense.
You want it to impact. You want to leave with like an impact. Like, yeah, that was
Not
dope.
even like I just want like I don't want The Rock grabbing a helicopter by the chains and being able to fucking bring it down. Like that makes no fucking
Why
sense.
not?
No.
God.
But I guess that would make sense though because you live in a world where you think that you could just punch a demon and you're not
Or
going to be afraid
Bigfoot,
of it
yeah.
or Bigfoot. So
I live in a
you do
world
live
of
in-
chaos.
You know what's funny?
Live in a world that's not realistic.
Tony is on one end of the spectrum completely.
I
And
live
this
in
is great
Fast and Furious.
because this is one of the reasons why I think we work so well as a podcast is because Tony is like the more ridiculous the better.
Yeah.
The
There was,
Birdemics, the crazy fucking movies. I'm in the middle. I love really deep movies, and then I also like some of the goofy, ridiculous shit. But also, I draw a line where I'm like, this was just dumb. And Tony's like, dude, we talking about it's fucking great, like Fast and the Furious movies. And then Kelsey's like on the other end where it's like, nope, I don't like Sleepaway Camp because it's too quirky and stupid. Like, I love that we have like that dynamic.
I did like Birdemic though.
And then Jacob is the wild card in this situation because he'll be like, yeah, I saw Mad God and I liked Skinamarink. And then I get all fucking pissed and want to throw
Fast
this
and the
mic through a wall.
Furious is a movie made by and for wrestling fans, so it doesn't really surprise me.
Literally
that
has
you
The
like-
Rock and John Cena. You're not uncovering any great mystery here,
I'm
Jacob.
not.
We
but
all know.
I'm not. But do you
What
notice?
next? You
do-
can tell us wrestling fans that it's fake?
No, but do you notice how the three of us in casual conversation have been like, oh, okay, like I know those movies, and you're the only one that looks like you're about to literally burst at the seams talking about Fast and the Furious.
Oh my God.
You do
Look at that
actually-
smile. The only time he gets this excited is about wrestling.
It's because I love explosions and nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm
All
not.
right,
I'm
true.
not going to
That's true.
disprove that satire for the sake of satire is very interesting to watch. I'm not saying they're bad movies at all. I've seen all 10 of them, and I will see all 25 when they inevitably come out.
There's 11.
Woo! True fan?
Wow.
I don't think so.
Not a fan.
Sorry,
Wait,
but Hobbs
really?
and Shaw counts.
Also, I wouldn't say that Fast and the Furious is like, would you say sarcastic?
said it was like-
Oh, it's 100% satire.
satire. I don't-
The writers will absolutely tell you the same thing.
but it didn't start that way.
No.
I would agree with
Started real.
No, but the writers know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, so now they're like, okay, like we're just gonna milk this cow.
Yeah.
that. I mean, they already took it to space. What else can they do?
Take
Dri-
it undersea.
Drift off of a satellite? Like they're gonna come up with some
I
crazy.
thought
shit.
Dom Toretto was going to start fighting COVID for a second, like just single-handedly.
There has long been the rumor and internet prayer
Okay.
that they're going to cross it over Jurassic Park someday. I swear to God, if that happens,
Oh, or then like Godzilla
I
and
will
King Kong or
star
something.
burst all over the place. Just fucking,
He's
If
gonna
I
come.
see that, I'm gonna be so mad.
just fucking Dominic
Making
Toretto riding on a
billions
raptor.
of dollars.
Fast and the Furious.
He's
while they're-
driving a raptor truck and jumps out the window and starts riding an actual raptor.
He's like drifting around
Fuck
the
it.
corner. And
We've
a T-Rex
already
is
we've
chasing
already
him.
done this before. Somebody even left a comment on a I think it was the first episode of Scaredycast where they're like, holy shit, they even put the timestamp like, holy shit, at 44 minutes you say they should go to space in Fast and Furious and it fucking happened. Like we're gonna make it happen.
Timestamp it. Let's go.
We
It's
need to get
happening.
cameos in Behind the Mask 2. We need cameos in Fast 11. Fast 11 your seatbelts.
How about
They said there was already 11, so we need to be Fast 12.
Fast 12 and well, no, this would be called Fast 11.
Fuck you, Tony.
No.
Wasn't there 12? Wasn't there 12 of them?
Wait a
You
If there's a
stupid
new
moron?
Fast and the Furious, this would be
God,
called
I thought
Fast
you were a real
11.
fan. I thought you were a real fan of the series.
I am. This would
Clearly
still be
not.
called
You don't even
Fast
know how many of
11.
them there are. Ooh. I'm
It would
mad.
still be called Fast 11
gonna
because the last one was
Yeah,
called Fast
gotta.
X.
imagine fighting over Fast and the Furious?
I can.
Me and Tony
Welcome to my
me and Tony look like the clientele that would absolutely do that. For the record,
I'm already fighting internally, not to say what I really want to say. What Tony's saying, it's going to get to a point where it's going to cross over with Jurassic Park. So I'm
Yeah,
already
true, true,
trying
true.
to.
God, I
Okay,
hope so.
I know we still have stuff to talk about on Scaredycast
I think
about
we're
scaredy shit.
getting.
Yeah.
How much do we have? Okay, do we have? Was it paranormal or alien or both?
I got a little bit of everything.
Let's get to it. Come on, man. Enough movie talk with this shit. Let's go.
God,
I
stop
have to
yelling at me.
potty.
Oh,
I
great. Well,
gotta
you're gonna have to hold
potty.
it.
Are we there yet?
Did you guys know in Wisconsin, somebody went to leave and their car
Wisconsin?
wouldn't start,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
They opened the hood.
Uh-huh.
Is a 7-foot python
I don't like that.
wrapped up around the fucking engine.
I really don't like that.
Where'd it come from?
I don't know.
A pet? Probably.
Probably a
Let
pet.
out.
They just let it out. People
Ew.
flush them and then they.
Ew.
Yeah, because it's fucking
Like
Wisconsin.
sewer
Could you
gators.
imagine? Like that's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
If this is Florida. It's like oh,
Damn it.
Mondays.
Get the stick.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotta
this
get
doesn't
that
happen in
thing out.
Wisconsin. They're like trying to just deal with. I don't know what they do.
The
Packers?
Beast of Bray Road.
Like cheese and stuff and beer.
Packers.
they got
cheese and
werewolves
beer.
up there.
Oh, they get werewolves.
And yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
Well,
I guess.
That's gross. I don't like snakes, but anyways. Anybody out there listening, what is the next thing that we have going on with Scaredycast that we need to say before we end this?
Oh man, October 13th, which is a Friday, which makes it a Friday the 13th.
Oh, in October.
We're gonna be at the Sanctum of Horror for Scaredycast night. There's gonna be food and vendors and the scariest haunted house in the state of Arizona.
It is so scary, you guys.
And we'll be there emceeing and partying and hanging out. You guys can come up and talk to us. We'll interview you. We'll put you on the show. And that's all that we really have immediately planned.
Friday
Yeah.
the 13th. Put it on your calendars for multiple reasons, but definitely come out to Sanctum of Horror. See
Yeah.
us and see a great fucking haunt.
Yeah.
The best in Arizona, I say.
I agree.
I
Go see
agree.
Sanctum of Horror. Look them up. Love y'all. Goodbye. See you next week.
Bye.